Hi there, I'm Kelly Gable, and I am the owner and creator of the Tech Savvy Academy. Let's dive in. And if you're watching with me live, do me a favor and drop a hello in the comments. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and hashtag replay. So let's talk sales funnel. So we will dive into sales funnels much later in the year. That's something that is absolutely necessary, but it's you have to set up some other things in your business before you really need a sales funnel, right? And so we're gonna have an order to how we talk about things, so that if you start at the beginning, you should be incrementally building up to where by the end of a year you would have everything that you need in theory, right? If you're keeping up with all of that. So sales funnels are later because we need to talk about other things first. But as we're talking about email marketing and email automation right now, I wanted to make sure, oh, thanks, Rhonda. I wanted to make sure that I address the concept of sales funneling within email. I know that there are specific platforms that are for sales funnels, ClickFunnels, lead pages. Oh gosh, there's a ton of them. They tend to be kind of pricey. But if, it all depends on the season of your business, right? For some people, it's perfectly fine. You have no problem with those costs. For others, it's hard enough just even having an email platform that isn't breaking the bank. And so trying to add something else to that so you can sell is just another thing that you can't afford to do. So I wanted to show you, and what I'm about to show you is, I believe, I have to double check on a few things, but I believe is doable in the free version of all of the platforms we talked about earlier this month, with one caveat. So MailChimp, we did talk about this in a different thread in the group, and I don't know if everyone saw it. One of the things about MailChimp, one of the limitations of the MailChimp free version, is the way that email automations are limited. So you are able to do an email, send out an automated email on MailChimp, but only one in a flow. So you could conceivably create multiple flows and trigger them by the last one and do all this crazy stuff to replicate what I'm going to show you. But it'd be a lot more complicated in the free version of MailChimp. However, MailerLite is capable, ConvertKit capable, ActiveCampaign, while not free, is definitely capable, because that's what I'm going to show you right now. So, so just know that going in, if you're in MailChimp, it is possible still on the free version, but it would be more challenging. Okay. So I'm not going to dive into that because I wouldn't particularly recommend that. I would say if this is something you really want to build into your email, you should probably transfer to a platform that is going to allow for that early on. Okay. So if you have questions about that or anything, let me know, okay, in the comments or whatever. We can talk about that for sure. So, okay, I'm going to share my screen really quick, and we're going to talk just briefly. This is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial like I sometimes do. What this is going to be is just giving you the overall concept and flow behind how the sales funnel will work. So what you're looking at right now is a landing page that I have for my free mini course. This is a lead magnet that I have. And again, we're going to be talking about that in a couple months. But I happen to have mine created on my website because I liked the functionality. I liked the way I was able to design it and things like that. So I did it there. But almost all of the platforms we've been talking about have some level of landing pages, or at very least, they have forms inside of the system. So this is actually a landing page that I used to use for this mini course that is inside of ActiveCampaign. So in the same exact place that my emails go out from. So that makes it super simple to use this form or this landing page And so you can see the difference. Landing pages, they look like a website, right? And forms are going to look a little bit different. They're going to be more like, here's one of them. They're going to be more simple, and they're going to look like something like this. Okay. They will both work in this context, because all you need is a place to capture that person's attention and their email address so that you can send them, right? This is, again, we're diving into something that we're going to talk about in a few months about lead magnets and opt-ins and that sort of thing. But you can use either a landing page or a form to kick off this sales funnel. So I just wanted to show you the kind of the difference between those two. Okay. So then what you would do with that is you would create your sales funnel. So with a sales funnel like this, you're going to want to have it have a trigger that is based on the free offer that precedes whatever you're trying to sell them. Okay. So for example, in this particular case, I have my Automate Your Biz mini course. Is a free mini course that people can take, and it will give them some of what we've actually done in this group this month, and then some stuff that's coming up. But it'll let them kind of walk through a few things, get them set up on a couple of different things with regards to their email and landing pages. Okay. This course, though, is meant to launch into my Tech Savvy Academy 101 course, which is a premium course. It's a full 4-week course. If you do the full version, there's an audit version that is self-paced, and so you can take as long as you want, or do it as quickly as you want in that one. But that one doesn't come with one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but it doesn't come with live interaction with me about it. It would only be in like a Q&A faction. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. So the Automate Your Biz mini course, that is the free offer that precedes that program, that course. So that's when somebody launches into that or opts in for that, that's going to be what triggers the sales funnel. Okay. So when they subscribe to that and they get access to the course, they're going to get this first email. And here, let me just show you just briefly. So this very first email is going to provide them, obviously excitement, because we're going to be excited with them that they are jumping into this, because it's going to change their business, change their life, all that good stuff, right? Depending on what it is that you're offering. And it's going to remind them exactly. So this is going to very, very much mirror what that original landing page looked like, so that it's familiar to them, so that it's branded, and it's something that's going to help them stay really excited about what they opted in for. Okay. And then you've got links here that are going to take them straight to whatever that product is. So if it's a course, if it's a masterclass, if it's a digital product like a PDF or a video tutorial, you would put that in this very first email, and they would see, they would be able to go and take advantage of that. And that you want to go out immediately, right? Because you want them to have that instant gratification, and you want them to have the ability to act on it as soon as possible, so that it doesn't get lost in their mind, especially if it's a course or something like this. If people don't have the ability to dive right in when they felt initially interested and motivated, it's very easy for that to become digital clutter for them. So you want that to go out right away. So you see nothing stopping that from going out right away. Okay. Then you want to check in with them. So after a day or so, I have a condition here that's going to say, have they opened that first email? Yes or no. If it says yes, then it's going to move on to the next phase. If it says no, then after a day, because that's what this said right here, after a day, it is going to send them an email and remind them, hey, you signed up for this free course and you haven't used it yet. Go ahead and use it, right? And then same thing, if 7 days go by and they still have not opted in, or not opted, they've opted. If they still have not gone in and taken advantage of what they opted in for, it's going to send them one last reminder, because I'm not going to harass people over time. If these reminders are not enough for them to be motivated to go in and do it, then that's fine, because they're not ready for it, right? So one last check-in, and if they still don't jump in and take advantage, then it's going to end the automation. Okay. And they will stop getting emails about this. It doesn't unsubscribe them from my list, just they won't get pinged about this anymore. Okay. However, if they did meet that goal, so they did open that email, then it's going to wait for 2 days and send them an email that says, here, I'll show you. It basically says, hey, I see that you logged in and you've started taking the Automate Your Biz mini course. How's it going? Encourage them, right? Say, hey, good job. You know, so many people just don't even take advantage of free things that they opt in for, and you're doing a great job because you are, right? So stay encouraging, keep them motivated in that way. And then, you know, ask them some questions. Is there anything you're finding valuable? Anything I left out that you need or that you wished I had talked about, right? Give them a chance to interact with you. And then start talking about the full version of whatever it is that you are giving them a taste of, right? So for me, that's the Tech Savvy Academy 101 premium course. Okay. So just giving them a little bit of a hint, and this link will take them to a landing page where they can learn more about that course. Okay. And then let's see. So sorry, of course it's slow. It's always slow when we're doing this. Okay. So then after that, so we've checked in once, then we're going to wait for a week, because at this point we've now told them about the premium course. They've had a chance to go and take a look at it if they're interested, and that's great. So then before we start sending off any more emails that are, you know, part of our sales funnel and trying to help them see even more why that course might be good for them, we want to make sure we always add in this little condition right here. And this is saying, did they already buy it? Because if they already bought the Tech Savvy 101 course, well, then I don't want to keep sending them sales emails, right? Because they already bought it. So in that case, if that new tag saying, yes, they purchased exists, then they leave this automation because they're done. They don't need to be annoyed by my sales emails anymore, right? So if they have not, then I send them another email telling them a little bit more about the course and what kind of benefits they will get out of it, that sort of thing. Then same thing, I wait 2 more days. And then again, have they purchased? Do they now have the course? Okay, then no more emails. But if they haven't, yet another email to say, hey, you know, here's a few more aspects of this course or more information that's going to help you make a decision. Is this right for me or not? Okay. And then I wait another week, because again, I like to spread this out. I could probably bring it in a little bit tighter, but I know how it is for me too. Sometimes it's hard for me to, you know, unless I have the time to actually binge an entire freebie at once, then, you know, sometimes it's going to take me a while. So not only are these sales emails letting them know, you know, about the other option, it's also another reminder to finish the original one, right? That they've already opted in for. So after those 7 days, again, I'm going to look for, once again, have they purchased? Then end the automation. Have they not? Okay, then this is going to be my last email, because I'm not going to harass someone forever. They have had plenty of opportunity and time to decide if they want to take this course or not, right? I'm going to give them one more email that has a little bit of motivation and urgency in it. And then that's it. After that email, they've now left that automation and the sales funnel is complete. So you've had a few places there where they could have already purchased and left the funnel. Otherwise, they're still in there all the way to the end. And then what I'm probably going to add to this, if I'm honest, I'm going to probably add an email after this one, kind of just following up with them and trying to determine, and this is for market research purposes, trying to determine what it was that held them back from opting in to buying the course, right? Did they get so much out of the free course that they didn't feel like they needed it? Did they think that the price was too high? Did they just not have time for it right now? What was it that stopped them, right? Because that's gold for me. That is super valuable information for me to know what it was that stopped someone from opting in to buy my course, okay? So ultimately, I mean, I know that was a lot of information all at once, but that is a sales funnel. And all of that was held within my email marketing platform. Okay. I didn't need any other services for that. It's all in one place. All right. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all soon.